Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, back on the Bretagne map today, where as you can see it's very exciting. There is another train. This will be the fourth train on this particular line, which is leaving the depot. Now, it will come as no surprise that this extra train is needed. I mean, if you look at the actual stations, there's quite a lot of overcrowding there. There's 370 passengers waiting for a train that can carry 80. So, there really is need for additional trains. There is no secret about that. I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice little photo. Look at that, nice little photo just for prosperity purposes. Lovely, get that running. And we do also need to check the timetables as well. Now, some people did mention the realistic capacity mod. I completely agree with you. The realistic capacity mod would help us much more here. So obviously this train could probably carry in real life closer to 400 people than 80. But obviously if your train can carry 400 people, it means you don't really need an awful lot of trains on the network. And I mean, sorry, I just closed that window. There we go. Yeah, it should come as no surprise that I want to have lots of trains running on this network. So it's one of them. I think we'll just have to make do and manage regarding the amount of passengers. We could also upgrade to double sets, for instance, because we've got 4 trains running at this moment in time. You can see we are £2 million in the hole, but the Rennes to Chalons local service is our best earner. It's making us £5.5 million. I don't know how often that is, but it's making us it. So yeah, it is making money. So more trains surely means more money, particularly given that we've got all these passengers waiting. So 12 passengers aboard. We've also got another 160 waiting there. If we go down, we've still not got a station. We've still not got trains calling at Nantes, purely and simply because we've got 362 passengers from Nantes and Rennes wanting to go to Chateaubriand, and we've got 361 passengers wanting to go to Nantes and Rennes. So they can't pick up, they can't drop off. All that it does is brings people to the station that all get really annoyed. So there's not an awful lot we can do in this instance. I am looking at sorting this tunnel, do not worry. It's just we haven't got the cash to do so at this moment in time, because obviously I'd rather spend it on things that are actually going to make us money rather than cosmetics. Look at him go. It's actually quite a British Rail thing, isn't it, to just sort of take the stop out. It's a problem stop, so we'll just remove it from the service until later on when we can A, be bothered, or B, have the resources to manage that stop. Yeah, it's but I mean, apart from that, I'd say it was going fairly well. I mean, we've got that's 160 passengers coming in on this train. We've also got another train just behind. Now, I've obviously edited the timetable so that they'll space themselves out by 5 minutes. We'll actually see if that will happen. That one will probably turn around and go straight back, to be honest with you. Will it? Will it not? I mean, a train every 5 minutes, to be honest with you, is a fairly good frequency, isn't it, down the line? That's very much getting into London Underground territory for 5-minute trains. Go on then, are we... oh yeah, you see, that's stopped, yeah, so that's gonna have a bit of spacing. So what we will do is, right, if we manage that line, so at, where are we? Are we at Chalons? No, we're not. We're at Bruges. There we go. We'll have that other train come in on platform 4. Has he left yet? No, he hasn't. So obviously, if this train doesn't move, which I think... Oh, he is moving. Right, okay, never mind. I was going to say, so if that train doesn't move, the other train doesn't have to sit outside. It can come out and drop off there. People did also mention, I have not been putting bridges or underpasses, so quite how they get to the middle platform is anybody's guess. Yes, I appreciate that. I haven't done this at many stations, although that one has an overpass. Hooray! What else don't we have? I don't think there's one there. Oh, no, there is at Nozay. There is at Nantes. I think these little stations, yeah, it's the bigger stations that have no overpasses, and obviously you don't need an overpass because you're a terminating station. Look at them go. Oh, doesn't it look good? It's going to look so good when we've got like loads and loads and loads of trains. I am thinking of maybe a separate line at some point from Bruges down through Bretagne, Redon, maybe coming down to Saint-Nazaire, and in that way we could have 2 lines to Nantes, or... Of course, we've got the option of having it down to Le Croisic. and then having another line on the coast, making a little triangle. That would actually work pretty nicely as well, to be honest with you. It's yeah, that could be a really good line actually. Shall we start to make that line today? Because at this moment in time, I don't actually have an awful lot of plans, mainly because I don't have an awful lot of cash. I think between these trains, when we can, I mean, how many have you got on? So you've not loaded yet. There's only 109 waiting. If we can actually get this to not fill the train, we can start making a dent on the people waiting here. And I think the same can be said for trains going the other way, because this obviously has 152 waiting to go. We'll call it northbound. I think that's north, west, southeast. But obviously there's 152 which will fill a train, so we're not going to be denting the amount of people waiting here, are we? But yeah, once we can do that, I think we'll be on to a winner. So let's have a look where we can get some trains running here. What that also might do is if people wish to go to Le Croisic, at the moment their only option is to go down on this train to Nantes and then change for this very overcrowded bus onto Le Croisic. So I mean, to be fair, we could actually run a train from Nantes to Le Croisic first of all, have like a little coastal runner. That might work, to be honest with you. I don't quite know how we'll get it. How are we going to get it over this road? That's a good question. Right, okay. How much is this going to cost? This is going to cost much more money than we have. Great. Right, well, we're back to plan one then, which is come down through here. So if we have a look at where these bits are going to be, we'll put a bus station on the end, because obviously a bus station is an excellent thing to stick a railway station on. If we tilt that like that, that's going to work better, isn't it? Right, buildings. So we're going to go for a 150 metre with a footbridge, high-speed track, and catenary. Lovely. I can't afford it. Excellent. Right, tell you what, we're going to go for the fast forward. I'll pause time while we're fast forwarding, just because, again, we don't want to fly through this too much, do we? But obviously we could do with a little bit of cash generated from our trains. Now, hopefully, they are going to generate us money quicker because there's more of them, and they should all be full. Just, you know, in your own time, just looking at the bank balance at the bottom, it's pitiful. There we go. Right, stick you in there. So we're going to go Ban de Bretagne. A lot of people complaining as well that we haven't used European trains on this. Yeah, I did want to do a European series. I actually did want to do a European series because I love European train travel. I really do. And for some reason it just didn't happen. I think it's because I've been playing this save, not this particular save, but I've been, we'll change that to a small station. There we go, just to mix it up a little bit. Doesn't matter, look funky. Yeah, I've been playing this particular map with my own with UK trains, and I managed to get something really, really good running. Very similar to East Yorkshire, where there's just trains everywhere. So yeah, I think that's why I went for it on this. Now, could we potentially have a train run? Could we run via? I mean, I know that's pointing down there, which would suggest going that way. We could run round to Grande and this place here, and it doesn't have to be direct, does it? We could run via Saint Nazaire. See, of course, we have to get over the motorway, don't we? Well, the dual carriageway, of course. Difficult one. Difficult. Right, okay. Right. 1, 2, hang on, that's the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Go for 20. And same again, keep it at 20. Lovely, look at that. So this, hypothetically, if we go for the track, right, what are we doing? Are we doing 100? Yeah, they're 100 mile an hour capable EMUs, aren't they? What I was thinking having this as a race station is we could come over this and over this. That would make sense. Right, can we, if I keep you flat. Aha, it looks like it's going to build a bridge. Yes, it is. Look at that. Right, if we go for the, we'll go for this one with small Small doodahs. How about medium? What's medium looking like? Medium looks fine. Medium also costs more than we have. I mean, we want this to be quick, don't we? So that's why I'm leaving it at the 100 and not having it doing like 50 miles an hour or anything like that. Because this isn't like a mainline station, is it? This is just a station. Right, if I then bring you to there. Now, it's going to stick a level crossing on there, which is okay. Yes, I know it's not connected to a street. Oh, good lord, if you could just... Oh, that is not a... that's an hell of a bridge there, isn't it? Right, hang on. If we do that, it's going to cost quite a bit of cash. But I don't want that to be on a bridge the whole way. Because that is a rather long bridge, isn't it? So if we could just become land... That's going to cost a lot more money. It is. But you see as well, would it be better as a bridge? Because then if we do have some express service coming across, I don't know. No, perhaps no. We'll leave it like this, and we'll see how we get on. There we go. Right, build you there. Got a little tunnel as well. Is that gonna? That's gonna work really well. They could actually get up to some speed probably across here. Make sure that tunnel's behaving like it should. Yeah, that's actually done a correct sort of tunnel mouth. How much is that going to cost? That is that's fairly reasonable, to be honest with you. There we go. Right, okay. Now, what are we doing over this side? Now, I'm feeling a bit of a... It's going to be a slower run, isn't it, into... That's bridge pillar collision. What about 60? No. Ah, hang on, that's because of the bridge limits. We'll go for the same sort of bridge pillar. What about a medium pillar? That's working better. We could go for 60 across the top and then drop down at this side. That'll work pretty well. It'll also, if we build this now, because this is probably going to be the most urban of the lines, of the bits of route that we've got here, it's going to stop people building, isn't it? Can we take these bits off? No, we can't make that any shorter. That's really annoying. We'll just have a little bit of 60 there. Lovely. That can go flat. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to keep it at 60. You could ask, why am I having it ever so slightly raised up? Because I want to spoil their sea view. I say spoil their sea view, actually, to be honest with you. Right, we'll go for 50 across there. And there's a reason I'm doing this, because we want that to very much be... there we go, lovely. And then that can run down towards that place whose name I've forgotten. Nantes! There we go, that can run down the seafront. Because again, this bus is really popular. I think a train would do well. So we'll future-proof by having that in there. And then we can build down towards Le Croisic. Have we got a bus... Oh, we have got a bus station. What on earth was I thinking putting it there? Right, can we have... Can we do... Oh, we can do curvy platforms. Right, hang on. Because this might be... Can we do platform height? Yeah, I'd like it to be like a British-style platform. But like, hang on, right, radius. Oh, that is quite a curve. What about a nice little... See, I've never played with this ever. So, right, hang on. Right, there's a lot of tracks we can use here. High-speed tracks. Right, what about that? And that's going to work. Right, why have we got 3 platforms? Does anyone know? I want... What's the speed? Does anyone know? No. What about can we have a building? Track count? Oh, just 2 will suffice. Left platform? No. Oh, right, so we can have a... Right, funky. Era C. But I want a building on the end. And that is something which I would quite like. like a building. Can we do that? What about if we make the radius more? Because what I'm thinking is we could make that like that and stick the building there. Right, let's put it down and see what happens. So if I go and configure geometry, ooh. Right, tell you what, instead of tunnels, but oh, I've not had all of this before. Just passenger platform. No, I want a building. There we go. Right, we got there in the end. Oh, you can't put it on the end. That's so annoying. I wonder if you can build these round corners. Not without them being separate buildings. Right, okay. Problem is they're not going to go down to the end. This was an excellent suggestion. Oh, hang on. Right, come out of that. Right, delete that. Good news is, while I'm faffing around with this station, we are actually making quite a bit of cash. See, yeah, this would be the ideal, but obviously we've got that to contend with, haven't we? Right, we don't need that. Right, we'll go for that. That's fine. Right, pause that. Delete that. Buildings. Right, stick that on the end. Is that going to work? Right, why have you placed the... Yeah, there we go. Right. That'll do. Right, in you go. Right, go that way. No, hang on. Le Croisic transfer. Because now we can actually get... Yeah, there we go. Much better. Much better. Right, okay. So we're going to run... Obviously, we want a stop here. It's a shame you can't make the... you know, the distance to the station a little bit more, so that I don't have to take all these buildings out. What if I go with medium? The medium would work better. I'm going to have to take them out, aren't we? That's a medium station. But then I can run round the back of all this. Right, what about if we keep it flat? Right, we'll go with 25 coming out the platforms. That's a standard speed there. Right, a little bit of that. Yeah, can we cross over? No. You're not having the crossover. Right, okay. Try from the other end, because sometimes it works. Bonkers, isn't it, this game? Right. Upgrade you both to 60, because we want you ideally doing 60 as soon as possible. Right. Can we bring you... Oh, right, that's not going to work, is it? Right. Tell you what, we'll go with 40. Yeah, and then we'll upgrade both of those to 40. And then we can do 60 after that. That's probably going to work, isn't it? Right. Nope, no upgrading now. Lovely. Right, bring it round the back. Lovely seafront line, this. I think 60 is probably... I mean, I'm not going any faster than 60, because 60 is probably the best we're going to get. I don't want to build too much onto the beach as well, because obviously from a... you probably wouldn't be allowed to build like that in real life anyway, would you? Because people like beaches. Right, there we go. So we'll have to destroy some buildings. Unfortunately, we can't avoid all of that. I'd like to keep as many as possible, but they will build back up, won't they? Right, if we come down the front from the opposite direction, lovely. It's a shame you can't put things like little bridges onto your line, isn't it? Right, that's going to have to go as well. You know, like little footbridges so that you can pretend people are walking across. That's actually worked really, really well. Hopefully this will take a lot of pressure off the buses. Well, it won't. That line will. This line won't. This will just add pressure, probably. Right, so we're going up here. Are we going for the level crossing again? I think we are, because it's not the busiest of roads, is it? Right, straight across. Keep it flat. Lovely. And same again. Straight across. Can we keep it flat? Yes, we can. Look at that. How's that working? That is a few too many level crossings for my liking, but we'll go with it, because it's quite funky. If I do that, are you going to... You're not doing that where you put it at different heights, are you? No. Weirdly enough, no, it's not. I wonder why. What's its game? Is it lulling me into a false sense of security, I wonder? Right, how are we getting out of this end, then? Oh, God. Right, this is going to be difficult, probably. Because we've got a lot of big roads, haven't we, with lots of traffic on. These, for some reason, don't seem that busy, do they? Right, okay. So if I go for... What did we have coming out the other end? Was it 25? Yeah, we'll go for 25 coming out of this end as well. 25 out of the big stations, of course. Oh, hang on. No, I sunk it down, didn't I? So we should be able to... If I delete that... And there's nothing coming over it anyway, is there? But if I keep that flat... Build that round there like that. Yeah, build 25 in like that. And then we could just put the road back over the top. Yeah. There we go. Oh, hang on. No, we'll go with the curvy road. Lovely. Right. M for funky bridge. That's what M stands for. And we'll go with silver. Just grey. Very grey. That'll do. Awesome. Right. Okay. So this is going to then go around to the left. But I think we'll probably end up with a 4-track main line down here. So I would like a main line. So we'll go sort of... right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go... Bit of that, yeah. Bit of that there, like that. We could also put a flip switch on there. Lovely, so we can go across. And then this could all be 50 mile an hour, couldn't it? Right, there we go. Right, 50, 50, 50, 50. Get a bit of 50 round to the side, but keep it flat. Right, we'll just... I mean, we can edit all of this later, can't we? I mean, I've not really planned the main line out at all. The reason I want to run with trains now is, as opposed to doing a couple of other things, passenger trains, is look at how much that is making. We really do have the facility to make a lot more cash with this. And that's what I intend to do. Right, you're not gonna... So if we delete all of that road, yeah, and that road as well, we can keep that low down. Just sunk. And then we can bring it back up there, easy as pie. Look at that. Right, okay. Get that back running. Oh, hang on, no, don't get it back running yet, because you've not put your, you've not reconstructed your big roads. Right, that's fine. Right, keep you there. Bit of M for bridge. What bridge? Bit of a red one. Should we go with red? I don't think that's going to be high enough. That works better, but it would need to be a bit more of a grand bridge. And to be fair, that does work quite well. It seems a little too grand, doesn't it, for what we're using it for? That can go for a bit of that. Yeah, lovely. How about this then? Are we feeling that? No, you see, again, I think that's going to hit. That's better. Much better. Oh, that's a shame. I like the other bridges. Right, okay, so we've got our second railway line, just a commuter line as well. We're gonna go for a bit of data advancement because I do want Class 319s. It would be awesome to have Class 319s. Right, hang on. So signals. Go for a bit of that. 4 aspect there and there. Lovely. Right, auto sig. We'll go for 3 aspect. Every 500 meters. That'll do. Lovely. Right, same again. Down to there, and another one there. That is lovely. Okay, so you've got a signal just after there, but that's absolutely fine. And again, another one down there. This is quite a lengthy piece of track, isn't it? Put another signal there, and hopefully, if the auto sig's the right way, it's going to put it just before the level crossing. Yes, it did it. This pleases me a great deal. Right, auto sig there. So that's going to obviously be the main line. And if I do that, is it going to place one just before the junction? No, it's not. Alright, worth a try. It's been pretty good up to press, hasn't it? Right, there we go. And again, auto sig. You could argue, why am I doing autosig? It's such a small piece of track, this little bit here. I know it is, but autosig's pretty cool. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got that signalled. Now we just need the trains. I mean, it's going to be a difficult one, isn't it, getting trains running, because I do not have enough money. Right, what are we doing? So, Bruges, which is obviously Rennes. We need to rename that station, really, don't we? Ban de Bretagne, Redon, Saint-Nazaire, Le Bal-Escoublanc. Yeah, I apologise. In fact, no, I make no apologies for my amazing French pronunciation. I can't even say it. What's wrong with me? Why have you lost the ability to speak, for goodness sake? Right, Bruges, you can go 3 as well. You will be the train Rennes to Le Croisic. Local. Because it's a local service, isn't it, this? That will do. Right, okay. We also need to, while we're here, we need to get this bus station actually up and running. So if we... because we need buses to it, don't we, before we start running a railway service. Right, you're going to go there, and you're going to go there. Lovely. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Right, this bus actually comes up round here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for 19, yeah, add it in there, and 34, add it in there. Right, so we'll get rid of 34 and get rid of 19. There we go. So they're all going to go up into the little bus station now. That's lovely. And they stop at each side, depending which way it's going. Fantastic. Look at that. The Atlantean's already here. Brilliant. That might actually take a bit of pressure off from Saint-Nazaire into Le Croisic, because they might just get the train instead. That's going to mean we're going to need a hell of a lot of trains running, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be a disaster. I can already feel it. I mean, look, these are 41 out of 45. Problem is that we probably won't need as many buses running, will we, if we get all those running. I still can't work out, I cannot suss out for the life in me why we haven't got any 319s. We should have unlocked those by now, although we have unlocked a new Network South East livery, the Northampton line. West Yorkshire PTE, I love it. I think we're going to go for a more southern theme on this. So these are all Anglia electrics down here. How much are you going to cost? Still 13.5 million. I can't help but notice we do not have 13.5 million. That is a problem. That is a problem. These trains as well are going to bring people that are going to change onto this. So we're not going to have enough money for do you know what? I'm going to repay all that loan, so we're not paying the interest. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they're going to bring loads of passengers to change onto this, where I'm only going to be able to afford to have one train running. It's, yeah, eventually we will have money to sort of do big vanity projects. I realise it's a bit of a slow start, isn't it? But we've got two train lines running. I think, was it the last episode where we ran our first train? Or was it not? I can't remember. It escapes me. I've forgotten what's happening with what, to be honest with you. Look at that. Bit more cash. Lovely. And obviously it's kept quite a few on, so they'll pay more when they get round to Rennes. Tell you what, I'll Rennes interchange. There we go. Come on, make us a lot of cash. I really wanted to get that train running today. Really wanted to get that train running today. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Never mind. Oh well, we've actually managed to construct a line and somehow remain relatively afloat in terms of the amount of cash. And do you know what? We'll just pretend that they're doing like safety checks and everything on the line before it opens, because I'm sure that happens in real life. I'm pretty sure. Look at that, Rennes to Liffre. Lot of passengers waiting for those buses. They're all single deckers, and they all look knackered. To be honest with you, we could perhaps do with replacing them. I guess there's more buses running than trains, isn't there? So although there's only 29 waiting now, there'll be, yeah, there you go. There's another bus that can carry 23, so it's a good frequency. We could maybe do with upgrading these buses. I've just noticed the amount that are waiting. Oh well, that is where we're going to leave it for today. I do hope you have enjoyed that video. If you have, please do click that like button. It's always appreciated by myself. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing so that you never miss out on any future episodes. On this line, I really am feeling Network Southeast 321s, unless we unlock the other one, the 319. I would really like to get some 319s running. I don't know where they are. Bonkers, isn't it? But yeah, we'll go for a Northampton line branded 321 down there on the next episode. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.